So, today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is how to hold your manuals longer. So I got a couple tips for it. First things first, basically, is practice. But no, it's the way you practice. So you want to choose either a second goal or a distance goal, and basically build up to that. So of course, start off 1 second. Try doing manual for 1. Come back down. 1. Come back down. That's all you got to do. First thing though, actually, honestly, if you tic-tac, practicing this kind of thing helps a lot. Just tic-tacking all over, because that gives you good control for wiggling each way, controlling it, going left, going right. The other thing too is the foot stance. What you want to do is have your foot not totally like on the back part of the sail. So you don't want to be like hanging off. You want to be kind of in the pocket here. So that way you kind of have a little bit of control. And think of it this way, when your board's up, this part is almost flat compared to the ground. It'll be like parallel. So all you have to do is just basically stand there with your foot flat. If it's in the right spot, the rest will work itself out basically. So, then of course, you just go from there. You go 1 second, 2 seconds, touch back down. Another thing too, you want to of course bend both knees, but you really want to bend the front one because obviously that's the one that's coming up. So you can see my back foot. It doesn't really go up that high, or like I don't bend the knee that much on my left leg. It's really kind of like this the whole time. So if you can stand there on 1 foot and just balance like this, that's actually a really good practice step off your board that I suggest too. So another practice step as well for it is just picking distance, because it's a lot easier to hold than if you're going faster. So instead of choosing time, you can choose, okay, I'm gonna go 5 feet, and you can just hold it for like 1 second if you're going fast enough, and boom, you got your 5 feet. The other thing too is it's a lot in the hips, I feel. So whenever I'm doing it, I kind of will, it's like, actually it's the lower stomach, so it's like above the hips. So I clench up like right about here if I need to bounce, or if I need to like jerk a certain way. And it seems like all the control kind of comes from that part, like right above the waistline. Yeah, so I'm just gonna show you what I do. Just go from line to line. So actually I'll try to manual the whole shadow that's over there. Lift up and just chill. The more still you are, the better. And then only really just kind of jerk, when you need to, or sort of just shift when you need to. Because it basically just comes down to, just not really moving, just locking in that position, and then you're almost just like stuck there. But don't be afraid to skid your tail too. When you do that, just make sure not to lean too far back. Just lean a little bit over your board and you won't really ever have a problem. I've been going like 15, 20 miles an hour before doing the manual, and like skidded my tail like all the way down the street. As long as your foot's not like hanging off the back to catch, then you're fine. Oh, and then so the one last thing too is when you are doing your manual, figure out which way, not just forward and backwards you're leaning, but to the sides with your board. So you want to be either pinching slightly to your toe side or slightly to your heel side. And it makes it way easier to be able to control it. Because the other thing too, you can even sometimes actually catch a lot of wheel bite, but then keep on rolling. So if you're going like really fast, occasionally I've actually used the wheel bite to sort of slow down and then keep controlling my manual. So just try to, maneuver a little bit with that. Combine all those steps, try to lean a little bit each way, with all like toe side or heel side. I personally think toe side's a little bit easier, I think. So just lean towards your toes just a bit with your back foot. It's the back foot, by the way, I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. So if you lean in toe side with your back foot a little bit, and that'll kind of help. But of course, if you start going too far to the left because you're leaning toe side, just sort of jerk back to the right, or, whatever. You'll get used to it. But main thing is just get out there, just practice, just, get on your board, and just set those goals. And don't stop until you get, 5 seconds, then 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, just keep going up. And keep setting longer distances. But it's all about that. It's all about those practice steps, and you got it. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you next time.
reverse manual. All the way down, baby.